having you. Positive mental attitude. That's today's order. The order of today. It's bloody cold. I've just been to my mother's and Clent Hills and Whiteover. My brother lives up in Dudley and he's Whiteover. So I don't think we've had any snow here. But following on from the last video, this is the day after, Saturday today. Saturday, I never look at the date, do I? The 2nd of March. I ought to know it. Saturday the 2nd of March. First of all, I want to start off with saying to everyone who commented on the last video and sent me support and texts and one thing and another. Thanks ever so much, guys. Much appreciated. It's just a curveball. And to be honest, last night I wondered to myself why I'm even doing it. But we'll carry on. We shall crack on. Looks like something else has happened now overnight. Look at this. Oh dear. I wonder why my ladders were lying down. Oh well. Bound to happen, worried. Waiting for that, to be fair. It's all caved in. Oh dear. So, yeah, today, as you can see, the pond's half empty already. I'm only just come up the garden. And that's because last night I put that pipe in and I siphoned it. I don't want to run a pump overnight. Although the pump is going on now to take the rest out. But in all fairness, I haven't been in the filter house yet, so let's get the key in. What I'm thinking is in the filter house that we're probably in a position where I could do the work. Because the drum and the filters are almost, well, pretty much empty. There's a bit still water in these two. Try again, shall we? I don't know what happened there. That drum's pretty much empty. Well, it is. There's no water coming into that drum at all now because it's just below the return. Now the reason, I know Scrag said, could you just bung the pipe up and carry on? I could, but then I ain't going to know what water volume I've got. Now if you think about it, last night there was a foot down on the level in the pond and these was almost full. Well, that one was definitely full by the time I'd finished. So I couldn't raise the water level anymore. So if you think about it, by the time these filters come up, there's more water going to end up in the pond as well, because that foot or so is going to fill up as well. So today's job is a bit of a ball ache because I don't expect to be doing it, but I'll crack on. First of all, we've got to get everything disconnected. Take the jack matting bio out. So get that all disconnected. I know for a fact that these two are going to be a problem. These are going to line up because I put the tank connector in, if you remember, to line up with that. So once I've lifted that by 4 inches and that by 4 inches, these are going to line up sound, not a problem. Everything's okay there. The bugbear is going to be this end. That's going to be the bugbear, is to try and match up that angle. So I'm going to have to move the big blue out as well. I mean, that's empty anyway. I've just full of, well, I'll say it's empty, it's full of carbon. It's brand new, it ain't been used yet. Get the rest of the water out of the filters, and get this bay out the way, and then I can concentrate on getting this one raised up first. So this one can move round. Raise that up first. Get that back in. Get that one plumbed up to the drum. Hopefully with no leaks, and then we can. This one, by the time I put some more blocks under that, that'll just marry up on how it will. No problem with that. Then the only other thing I've got to do then is on the pump is to put. I've got some 2-inch straight joiners. Sold them well. There's one on the end there, so all I've got to do is put a piece of pipe in that. It's only going to be a 2-inch piece of pipe, put another joiner on the end, and then that'll raise this. That'll actually give me a chance to get that straight as well, because I was going to leave it as it is on the piece, as you can see. Then, if the pond's empty by then, we can reset everything and we'll start. Well, say reset. We can take the readings off the meter again and start again. I haven't got a clue how much water went in last night. I did look at the meter, but I worked it out, so I am really interested now, if I'm quite honest with you. As you can see, though, there's water in there where I could get out. Some little bits of shit was come up out the drain, so I'm going to have to borrow Pete or Calpy's Hoover one of the days, unless anybody's selling one. I am on the lookout for one. Just a little pond vac, just for stuff like that. Just for stuff like that, or even the stuff where hangs in the bottom of here. So I think first of all what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all my cups out the way. Put them all one side out the way. Take these off the hooks. Get them up on the shelves out the way. And then obviously I'm going to start disconnecting everything. This one's simple enough. That's easy enough to get out the way. I'm hoping I can lift this on my own with the K1 in. We'll see. If not, the K1's got to come out and go in a bowl or something out the way for them. But hopefully by the end of the day we'll have it sorted. So obviously I'm going to bore you with the details of me carrying blocks in and showing you levels and one thing and another. But when I'm finished, this buyout should be sitting up against these brackets. I might have to move this air pipe, which has got to be moved. It's all got to be unzip tied anyway. So that's only temporary anyway, this air pipes and stuff. So as you can see, it's just around there for now. Right, but again, thanks to everybody who's watched and who's commented, and the texts and the Telegram messages and WhatsApps and everything else. Thanks to everybody who's got in touch. In less than 24 hours, I didn't get to bed last night till 3:30, just kicking myself over this, if I'm honest. And then I've got up this morning. I've had to go and pay the bloody electric bill, which you put me on a ride downer again. And I thought, you know what, let's just get it done. So I'm going to get the pump in the pond, get that pumping out. That's probably going to take most of the day on its own, but it's going to take me most of the day to sort this out now, just to get at that down by between the drum and the buyout. So I'll catch you later. So guys, it's carnage in here at the minute. It's 4 o'clock, Saturday afternoon, and we're done. Spin your hand. So we've got 2 blocks. As you can see, the gap is a lot less now. It's 4-inch drop. The water in the drum should sit around about here. So looking at that, compared to the buyout, we're fine. We're above, or we're just above the water line at this side, which is going to be around about here. So we're just above the water line that side. I've tidied that up and made it look a little bit straighter, in all fairness. So that's all plumbed back up onto the pond. Changed the connection onto the pump as well. So that's tidied that up. This one went in as sweet as a nut, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Hopefully there's no leaks. Obviously I water tested nothing yet, so I'm still pumping out on the pond with that little pump. And that's how it is. That's how we are. So yeah, thankfully everything is back and plumbed up. 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon. I've got to concentrate on getting the pond pumped out now, and then I'll get the tap on. I want to let the tap run overnight because it took 12 hours last night. And I've still got a foot to go. So it's going to take 14, 15 hours to fill the pond. You can work that out yourself on flow rates if you know the flow rates. So yeah, what we will do, obviously, I know I've said on the last video, answer the cup question only, so that's all we need. Where did my very first cup come from? By now rather, we'd have done the draw, or the draw will be on this video later on, so we'll do the duck race. So we need to know who sent me my very first cup. I haven't shown you what you're having, am I? There's 2 lots of food in one of my cups. It's a lot, it's a much, but you know, something's out of nothing, right? At the end of the day, if you get the answer right, if you just have a quick look back on my videos, you'll see it. So yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of a tidy up now. As you can see, everything's everywhere. I flooded the filter house out again. The water holds around the pump there, so I've swept it. Thank God that hole's there. At the end of the day, I've swept it away. So I've got to do some tidying up. Also, my brackets have come. Actually, I'll tell you this, guys. My brackets have come for the shelves, as you can see. I don't know if I've already told you. So I needed 2, 4, 6 brackets. Used 5, I think. So there's still 1, 2, 3. No, we used the 6. Sorry. So there's 6 brackets being used out of a pack of 10. Now, the people who sent me these brackets, and this is going to sound really unhonest to me now, the people who sent me these brackets, I hadn't received them, and I was on the tracking on eBay, and the tracking said that they'd come to Redditch, and then all of a sudden they've been shipped back to Surrey. So it's like, okay. So I got in touch with a woman at the company, and she said, yeah, they've coming back to us, sorry about that, blah blah blah. I said, and then I phoned me and I said, we've got none left. I said, all right, okay. I said, well, I really need these brackets, like, you know. And I said, oh, hang on. I said, there might be some in stock. We'll get them out to you Wednesday. True to a word, they did come. So that's them there. But you know what? I had another parcel this morning. They've doubled up. They've doubled up on the brackets. So there you go. I've got extras now. I've got plenty more of that rail. Got plenty of that rail to get through. So I might stick some shelves up. I don't know where. I don't actually know where. The only place I've got now, the only space is up here. So I might stick a couple of shelves up above there, just to, you know, so I can fit even more shit on. That's all I do, just store shit. And if my missus was here now, I'd tell you I am an hoarder, if I'm honest. That's why I've kept everything in these bloody grey boxes and stuff, instead of just thinking, doing what you've got to, keep a couple of little bits back. Nah, not me. I can't let anything go, but there you go. Little coming for somebody. So, I'm going to now get the big boy pump out the shed, try and rig something up so as I can get this water pumped out a bit quicker. Because this pump's been on all day. I'll show you. What I did do, I put an hose pipe in the pond yesterday and I started to siphon the water out the pond. And this morning, as I said, it was just below the window, so this has been on all day now. When he's took it down, I don't know, might be 2 foot. So he's took it down about 2 foot, but it's taking forever. So I'm going to see if I can find a bigger pump, which I know I've got plenty pumps. So I'm going to put a bigger pump in. It's just whether I've got any pipe. I've got a bit of 2-inch, I think, so I'll stick a bit of 2-inch pipe on and we'll get this pumped out. Obviously I've got to get back in again to take the grid off, get that little pump in there and drain. And then when that's done, that tap is going back on. So that tap's going back on. What I will do, I'm all going to show you it. I'm all going to show you this because it gives you an idea of how much water is in the pond. That's the reading. Obviously we're doing a guess the gallonage now anyway, so it don't really matter. That's the reading where I stopped last night. So if you look at the reading where I started on the last video, that's the reading where I stopped. And there was just over 2,500 gallon in this pond when I stopped, and a foot to go. Well, you can see the watermark just on that wall over there. I think you can see that mark there. That's the watermark, that is. That's where we got to. So you can see there's probably still the best part of 1,000 gallon got to go in, but we shall see. I mean, it's taking forever for that little pump to get this out. It's only going through an hose pipe anyway, so it's restricted. It's only a 4,000 pump. So I'm going to see if I can find a bigger out, and I'll catch you later. So there we go. Just rigged up another pump, a big boy. Well, say big boy, bigger. Got it running through some pipe. I can actually hear it. You can hear that there, that's brushing down. So the pump, 2 pumps are running. So I'll give this 20 minutes, half an hour. It's probably going to be empty or near as damn it, or as empty as that bigger pump can get it. I think that's around about a 10,000, but it's just a constant 10,000. It's an old Laguna pump what I had knocking about from back in the day. So yes, I think it's a 10,000. Obviously you can see I've just bodged it with a bit of pipe. It's leaking a bit, but it don't matter. It'll soon rip this water out of here, get it out of the way, and then I can crack on. So to be fair, I've actually enjoyed putting it right today, if I'm honest. I woke up this morning, well, I went to bed last night, I was gutted, absolutely gutted. Woke up this morning with a better attitude and thought, you know what, let's just get it done. Kev Pell propped over to me as well. Kev Koi Corp, if you have been over to see him, he's got a Facebook and everything. Local dealer in Wednesbury. You want to say hello to him, send him I've sent you over. He popped over just to give me a bit of, I don't know if it was more moral support or what. But he held the light for me anyway. while I was stretching across the top of that bloody bio. And yeah, we managed to get it done. I've got to sort my drainage out. As you can see, it's just a green pipe coming through into a bucket at the minute. That water what's in the bucket is a mixture of sort of rainwater and whatever else. A bit of testing like what I did last night as it was filling up. But this pump's actually ripping this down straight away. It's getting it down a lot quicker. So yeah, I'm sorry about the long video yesterday. Or the last one, if you like. Yeah, I know it was an hour and 20 minutes long, and I did say it was going to be a long one, so set yourself down. This one ain't going to be so long. I am going to put the tap on today. I'm going to get this water out, put the tap back on tonight, let it run through the night and get it filled up. But to be fair, like I've just said to you, this lot now seems a whole, it just feels better to me as well. So like, this is just the case off that pump I've got running here. Look, Laguna. You can actually run them dry as well. I did prove that a long time ago. I think that's on YouTube as well. Run one of them pumps dry on the outside, prime it, and it just runs away. So yeah, this lot feels a lot better. I feel more confident with it now. I spoke to Tony this morning, we was on about it, and yeah, he says, oh, you'll have that done by this afternoon, and he was right. So guys, I'll leave it there for now. I think what I might do is wait until the pond's full, and I'll tell you how much is in there, because we ain't doing a guess the gallonage on it no more. Unless you want to for fun, I could probably send a cup out for fun. Why not? We'll do a guess the gallonage for a cup. I know I'm doing the 1,000 subscriber giveaway with the food and a cup. But more cups here, look. It's one of the Eldens, all scratched up. But I've got, as you know, I've got the Whitens now, the Whitens and the Mark 3s. That was a Mark 2, that was. It's got that on the back. The Mark 1s, I got that on the back. So, there you go. I'm going to get cleaned up. Catch you later. Okay guys, this is what we've got for the giveaway this time. Hikari Gold and Nishikoi Professional. You don't need them, they're just gold slides. And of course, the creme de la creme, Davy Koi mug. So that's the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. We'll get the duck race on as soon as possible. In the meantime, I'm going to go and put the tap on again. Catch you in a bit. There we are, pretty much just switched it on. 542.59. I know it was on 252 when I started it, so I've literally just switched it on. Does anybody need a wee yet? Check 2. Knackered. That mark on my head. You know that is there. Bloody lump on my head. That bleeding bracket there. Twice I've done it today. Gone to open them valves. And I've gone and head butted that bracket. Go ahead to get some wood on there. So I've returned back to the filter house where I've been all day. Said to the miss if anybody wants me, I'm in my office. And the postman's been. So I hope it's in one piece. Right. Tell you what, let's drop you down a little bit because I'm a little bit high there. Look at them chins. See my chins now, look. Better, eh? So, while I'm doing this, guys, I want to take this opportunity to thank you all again. Don't forget that we've got the subscriber giveaway to do. Everybody should have entered by now. I ain't going to take any more entries on this video. Obviously everything should have been on the last one, so all I need to know is who gave me my very first YouTuber koi mug. Very first one. So we've had as I said, Every's been today, dropped me a parcel on the doorstep. Took me address off, of course. Even though I bloody advertised it in the past, but there you go. Don't need to go there. So this, I've got to admit, this is very well packaged. Needs a Stanley knife. Bloody hell. Bit of pond liner on this, I think. A pond liner. Save this. Okay, so yeah, it is very well packaged. Gaffer tape and thick stuff. Proper thick stuff, I tell ya. I don't mean me either. I mean the stuff was out in the parcel together. Gaffer tape. Of all stuff to use, gaffer tape. What a bloke. I know where it's from, but I was just want everybody to see me undo it. I believe that's his return address on there, so I'll stick that in my pocket. Oh, you know what? I've just realised I've got that on there, so I better turn that off because otherwise I'll be doing it for copyrights. Look at this. Homemade shortbread. Enjoy. And I will. You know what it is? I've got to go and fill that bad boy up now, I've got to fill that bad boy up. So, first of all, before I get this out, I want to say hi to Richard, who sent me this. He's got a channel called Koi Breeding. I'll put it across here if you don't understand my lingo. He's very knowledgeable on his breeding of koi at the end of the day. So if you're interested in sort of getting it on with a koi in the summer, go and have a look at Richard's channel. He's got a book out as well, as I've already said. I'm sure I've said this in the past, but he has got a book out as well. So if you want to go and have a look over at his channel, I've actually got a copy of the book which I won on one of the giveaways where he did. So I've still got to get my head around it and get it sorted. There's just so much going on here at the minute. I really had a chance. But hi to you, Richard. Many thanks for this. I'm just getting it out of the box now. Look at that. Koi Breeding. Cracking logo there. Nice and simple. Oh, look at them bad boys. Ooh. Homemade shortbread. And if my missus thinks her's getting her hands on that, her's got another thing coming. Cracking. Thanks for that, mate. Nice gesture. Very kind of you. So there's Richard's cup. As I said, he's got a channel on YouTube called Koi Breeding. And what's that say on the bottom? It's not a passion, it's an addiction. And you know what? There's never a truer word spoken. It is an addiction, because to be fair, I would have packed this up a bloody long time ago, but 30 odd years on and I'm still at it. That's a lovely cup, mate. Absolutely stunning. That's going to take pride of place with the rest on the shelf for the time being. I'm not able to take the bloody shelves down, though. I've come short there. So that's going to take pride of place on the shelf, mate, with the rest. So I'll stick that over here. Where can we put this one? Tell you what, for the time being, I'm going to put Richard in the corner. But only for the time being. So Richard's over there in the corner. Only for the time being. Before I've got to cut the timbers. I've got the timbers. I've got to cut them and get these shelves done, and then obviously I can stand the cups and put the hangers on the front and everything. Do it all there. I'm a bit conscious as I'm going to break one of these. I don't know how one I got broke today, if I'm honest. So there you go. As I said, go over check Richard's channel out, Koi Breeding. I've been watching him all along, and to be fair, he's a very knowledgeable. Done it again. Chatting bubbles, Kope. Very knowledgeable gentleman. And I've learned one or two things, even though I've done breeding myself in the past, as you know. I've learnt one or two things off him which you think, that's a good little tip, good little idea. So, Richard, I'm going to get you a cup in the post, my friend. I've got your address. I've got your address on a text anyway, or on email anyway, so not a problem. I'll get that posted off at some point this week. And yeah, it's take two on the fill up. What time we got? It's 5:30, just coming up to 5:30 now, and it's been on 10-15 minutes, so 20 past 5. Let's get 20 past 5 on the fill. As I said, we took 12 hours yesterday and it wore even full, so it's going to be 12 hours at least. So it looks like I've got to get up in the morning, and what I'll do, I'll smack it on here. But guys, thanks for watching. Again, I know the last one was a long one. This one ain't going to be so long. I'm going to make sure of it, even though I like to babble, you know, I like to rattle on. And yeah, hopefully, Ultimate Koi. I've just seen what that bag is. Ultimate Koi. Somebody's been Kenco food. Somebody's been to Kenco. Yeah, I'll just rattle on, don't I? I'll babble. Right, I'm going. I'll leave it to it. I'll been you. Sunday morning, 25 to 7. Just breaking light. Got the moon up there and a nice clear sky. And again, another frost. As you can see, everything's frosted up. Oh, I'm zoomed in here. Sorry about this, guys. Yeah, everything's frosted up again. Top of the mini shower, look. So yeah, it's been a nice clear night. The tap's been on all night as well. Although I have had it on low, I've just turned it back up. It's just coming up to the level of the window. just below the returns, if you can see them. There's the returns there. So it should just be breaking into the drum. Got him to the top of the meter, to be fair. Melt the ice. 60686. Like I said, that's been on all night, but I have only just turned it up, so. I think I'm going to cut some branches off that Ilex now. I have given it some feed and it has started to, you can just see now, the new green shoots coming through. That's only since I've given it a bit of feed, that is. But they are pretty rapid growing in the summer anyway, so. Thankfully no more dirt's fell. I've got Gummy coming round today with some cups, as I've already said, so he'll be around at some point today. I can't even see him there. Nah, it's ain't breaking in yet. Nah, nothing breaking in yet. So as I said, I've turned the tap up anyway. So hopefully everything now. As you can see, these are back. This is back up to that height, just under the bracket. That's slightly lower, but I can still bring it up if needs be. Everything, as far as I'm aware, is ready to go. I did slightly change that pipe there, as I've said, so I've straightened that up. And instead of putting a 45 down on the pump, I've just put a straight connector onto a 90 solvent weld, so that's better. So yeah, so it's Sunday morning. It's like I said, it's a cold one this morning, so I'm going to let this crack on. I haven't been able to settle all night, if I'm honest. I'll let this water meter crack on, do what it's got to do, and hopefully this time should be in a better position. Catch you in a bit. Haven't you? So, as you can see, we're still filling up. I've got a visitor at the minute. Chris has come to see us, Gummy. So if you see his channel, go over and see him. Don't tell him I've sent you because he'll hear me saying it. You know what I mean? So he's come over for a cup swap. So I've given Chris his cup, he's got his. And he's come over and bought me one of these, and here it is, just getting it out of the box. Like I said, if there's any other YouTubers out there who want to swap cups, just get in touch with me. I'll put my email address at the bottom here, and just send me an email with your details, and we'll get a cup swap. That's right. So here's Chris's cup, the Gummy Koi Keeper. 90% of what Chris does is for his lad. We've just been talking about it, so go over and check him out. I don't think you've put anything on for a while, have you?
No.
So Carey's Koi. It's a Carey, your lad.
Yeah.
So there you go, the Gummy Koi Keeper. Go over, check him out on YouTube. Also a fisherman, so he's off fishing more than anything else. So there you go. Catch you later. Well then, how been you? It's still Sunday afternoon, still got more mate Chris here. Just turned the tap off, we're in full. I'd be a liar if I said I ain't got a leak. I have got a very, very slight drip on the awkward joint where the drum meets the bow. But that's one drip every couple of minutes. So over the matter of a week or so, and just a quick pinch up every now and again on the rubber joint, that'll stop. So we're full. I ain't going to tell you how many gallons. I'll give a couple away, because even Chris, having a look at the meter, I looked at it. He knows where I've started, and everybody will know where I've started, because I'll put that photo on here. And what I'll do, I'll give a couple away. So I'm about to turn the pumps on. As you can see, I'm about 3 or 4 inches off the top, which is what I judged. 2 inches off the top of the window, and it's full. I'd be paranoid over a bit of water here if I'm honest, but I think that's just what's left from like overnight. So there you go, there's the meter. I'll show you that. Show you that if we're going to do a giveaway, Connor. I've got no coffee left for this bloke here. He's drunk me out of coffee.
Tea bag coffee.
Oh, it's as bad as the tea bags, mate. Right then, so just show you in here in the drum. See if we can get it in focus. Obviously that there is my lowest point, and I'm around about a quarter of an inch below that at the minute, so I can't really push it any further. As you can see, the float switch is up. That'll obviously go down, and I'll have to set me level in a minute. The pumps are on. I've got the air blowing in there at the minute. I've got no air in there at the minute. I've just been messing about with this air bar. So switch that on. We've got 35%. Pumps just kicked in. 46 watts. 45. 35% I think is probably where I'm going to run it. Especially when obviously I'm all up and running and everything's as it should be. So 35% will be a good place to run it. I think that's an 18,000 litre pump. Can't tell you how much I've got in the pond at the minute. But what I am going to do for the first couple of weeks, because there's no fish going in here for at least a fortnight, is I'm going to run it at 100% and let it really pull everything through the drain. Because as you can probably see down here, I've got a big pile of sand that's come up the drain. Also I've got sand in the drum. Even my best efforts couldn't get all that out. So now we've dropped 1.5 inches below this level. That's at 35%. Obviously if I run it more, then it's going to drop even more. I want that to be brimming just on there, so I might just knock it down 5%. 30% might be enough. So that's pretty much the level we're going to run at now. Don't seem a lot of pull on that skimmer at the minute, but it's enough, I suppose. It's just about pulling. It's going to be a little bit of fickling and sorting stuff out. That skimmer ain't even gone down, to be fair. I'll take a bit of foam out the skimmer, I think. It'll take a bit of fettling and messing about now we've got water in it. But what I wanted is what I've got, and that's basically a still top, except for there's a bit of current over there. Again, mess with the valves, knock it back. So, happy days. So I will say it again. Officially now, the koi season has begun. Even though it's going to be a couple of weeks before anything goes in here. Get a suicide squad in. Obviously I've got bits to sort out, one thing and another, just to make sure everything's running right. I've still got the air bar to do. and that's where I am at the minute. So Sunday 3rd of March, is it? I think so, 3rd of March. And that's where I am, 3rd of March 2024, for reference, if ever I look back on this when I'm an old man, which I am now. Catch you later, in a bit, 8.